Hi, I'm Gqeberha. I have a huge passion for Southern Africa and the outdoors, and along with my wife Nicole, we run a YouTube channel that focuses on just sharing what we have to offer in South Africa. I would say my most memorable trip had to have been the Imaco Eco Trail. I didn't really know what to expect, but it was 7 days of the most insane, remote, beautiful 4x4 driving that you could ever imagine, with diversity between the beautiful green orange river and the dry Richtersveld mountains all around it. It was a 750 kilometer journey with no people, no reception, no fuel along the way. We had to carry everything with us, so it was a true encounter with nature. It was something very special. I tend to think and plan very carefully when I choose any equipment to put on this vehicle, because it's got to, perform well, but it's also got to last when I'm somewhere where I may not be able to get help if something goes wrong. And on the topic of tire selection, that's one of the most critical components. So I thought long and hard. I wanted something that was a good, well-rounded off-road tire that could handle wet conditions pretty well, didn't have too much road noise, and most importantly was able to handle rugged conditions, sharp rocks, maybe being able to be deflated low when driving on sand. Most of my travels more in the western half of the country where it's rocky and sandy, and the Gqeberha ATXs seem to fit the bill perfectly. I had the opportunity to actually visit the General Tyres factory, which is like here in Port Elizabeth, just around the corner from me. It really inspired confidence to be able to see the passionate people behind the brand, the effort that went into making these tires, the science behind it. That really enabled me to take the leap and say, okay, these are the tires that I'm going to trust when I go to remote areas. One of the important things to remember if you are going to go off the beaten track is that you're not necessarily going to have support if something goes wrong. So you need to plan that when you build your vehicle up, and you need to have ideas of what's going to happen if something goes wrong. That includes for us the ability to produce our own power with solar systems, communications like a satellite phone if there's an emergency, the ability to carry 2 spare tires, and the ability to bring yourself out of trouble, whether that's a winch or whether it's being able to really get your pressures down low if you're in soft sand and pull yourself out under your own power. All of those things are very, very important. We live in such a diverse country with so many different biomes and landscapes, and I think to truly appreciate what we have here, you have to be willing to go to the far corners of the map, and that often involves getting off the tar road into areas that don't have much maintenance and infrastructure, and being willing to really go off the beaten track. That's really what I want to focus on my channel, and sharing that. And so if I look at a map of Southern Africa and all the little Google Maps stars of the saved locations I've been, there are certain areas that I haven't yet explored. Mpumalanga is one of those, Limpopo is one of those. I think the eastern half of the country is a bit more of a mystery to me. So I really, that's on my list. I want to start ticking off those places and experience something new.